G'day mate, welcome back to Captain Industry with me, Jetty, and another rainy day in Australia, and it's probably going to be raining on this island at any minute. It seems to rain here all the time. Anyway, g'day mate, welcome. Today's episode, we've got a whole bunch of little things planned, little things I have to do, also little things that I need to give you guys. Thank you guys, as always, for liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, enjoying the tutorial videos, coming across and watching the Let's Play, getting all those extra little tidbit tutorial things that I throw in there. At the same time, I also need to give a big shout out and a big thanks to Mr. Shackcat. Mr. Shackcat, who is a cat. He also took the opportunity to support the channel, become a YouTube member, and keep the channel ad-free, which I very, very much appreciate. But because it's a cat, we're going to go into a cat-like for this episode. Something that cats like. We're going to go and work out some furniture details, because I hear cats like furniture. Also, the people like furniture, so we're going to do that as well. You know, really appease the people, mainly because they're going to give us bonus Unity, which we're going to promptly spend. Speaking of spending Unity, why do I have so many problems? Why are you trying to take water to where? Don't take water to there. Off. Great idea. God, people. Alright, we're going to have to go through some problems first. There's a whole bunch of things I need to do this episode. First off, we have these little trucks. These little trucks, they've done a wonderful job. They've cleared out all the rock out of there. We just need to fill it in with dirt. So we're going to unassign them to that project. Do I want that empty? Eventually. We're going to reassign them to this little tower. This little tower with this little problem. I have a couple of knobbly bits sticking up inside my nice flat area. I want to get rid of my knobbly bits, so we're going to have them dig out the knobbly bits, because I need somebody to play with my knobbly bits. That's going to be the first thing. We don't care about all the empty wood. We know about that. We don't care about the blocked in ship dock. We know we sort of blocked that in. All right. Next thing we need to talk about is uni. No, it's household goods. Household goods. Let's do household goods really quickly. All right, household goods. We're going to make some household goods, which is going to give us a potential of 2.1 bonus uni, which means I need to come into housing and services. I need to come into household goods module. We're going to whack that right there with obviously 2 storage containers. There, and that is going to bring in, can I set you up with household goods? Yeah, and I'll even quick deliver you. At least then, you know, eventually trucks can bring some stuff across. That is going to give us rocking chairs. It's give us the ability to import rocking chairs into the colony. And as we can see, they'd really like 20 rocking chairs. So we need to build at least 20 rocking chairs. And in exchange for their 20 rocking chairs every month, they're going to give us an extra 2.1 uni, which I plan on spending. So we're going to come across here, and we're going to spend it first before I get it, because, you know, that's the best way to do things in life. And we're going to go in and we're going to overload the trucks. So the trucks get overload by 15%, but they require 20% extra maintenance. Sounds like an okay deal so far. We're going to do it twice, because we have extremely busy trucks. If I turn off general jobs, we can see just the mining jobs, there's a lot of them. Refueling, we don't care about either. Even if we just turn on the general jobs, like, there is a lot of moving around materials. This is the advanced logistics, us moving around, you know, the extra soil and the extra rock. If we add the mining jobs, just the mining jobs, there's a lot of mining jobs as well. If I can overload the trucks by an extra, wrong button, an extra 30%, that's going to really add up. That's going to really increase our efficiency. It's also going to cost us 1.5 uni. We're going to get 2.1, so it's okay so far. But I'm actually going to go one step further. I'm going to add in a fuel saver, because that means they're going to use 15% less diesel, which means they stop and refuel 15% less often, which means more uptime, more driving, more doing things. Which technically means we've spent 2.5, and I'm only going to get in 2.1. I have plenty of uni, so it's not really a problem. But I can improve that, because we currently have an issue where it keeps telling me I have too many vegetables and too many potatoes. So we're going to give them 25% extra food with an extra 25% extra food. So we have 50% extra food for an extra 2.5 uni, which means they're going to come back here and I'm going to save even more diesel. Yeah, I figure that's a fair trade so far. It does mean that I sort of need to go do something about those household goods. So we'll do something about those household goods in just a minute, because there's a couple of other projects I want to talk about. I want to talk about this tower. This tower, because I keep having an issue where the trucks are sitting around with nowhere to dump the iron ore, because if we look at this, the bucket's full. I built a big bucket. It has 2,000 iron ore in it, and it's full. So what I want to do is I want to set up a iron dump. We're going to have an iron dump right here. And I'm going to set you to also access the iron dump. Now, that's going to do two things. One, it's going to make sure that the trucks have somewhere to put the iron if they've already put it in the bucket. If the bucket's already full, if the bucket's already happy, then they can put it somewhere else. No, you already have an import command, yes. And you have a feed in from the back that's not attached to the advanced logistics. Yep. So we're going to make sure that they have somewhere to dump the iron ore, because we've seen with the copper ramp, it's definitely a lifesaver. But the other thing I want to do is I want to make sure that they keep digging, because we have trees up here, trees that are stranded, trees that we need to save. We need to bring them down to ground level by digging them out from underneath. And then, of course, once they're dug out from underneath, you need more trucks. How many excavators do you have? At least one more. Probably two. What I want to do is, I want to bring the trees down so we can save them and harvest them and put them in tree storage. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do. Same time, I'm going to talk about coal real quick. Coal is mining. It's mining good. It's getting to the stage where I possibly need to look at going down to the next level. So we need to keep an eye on coal. In fact, the stores not be so good. Yeah. Okay, so that's something we need to keep an eye on. Next thing we need to talk about is copper really quickly. Copper, we're going to set up right here at the front. Can I remove all that, please? We're going to have a flat here, which I'm then going to aim down, and we're going to come down to... We're at +2, so I want to go down to -3. -3 would be ideal, and that's 5 tiles. Can I... No. Mining flat. Yes. We're going to start by going down to -3. We're probably going to want to go down deeper, and you're set to copper ore... You're set to dirt, you're set to copper ore, we'll set you to do rock. That way we get a good split. But yeah, I want to have them start doing this. At the same time, I want to build this tower, and it's already set up with the advanced logistics, and this is set for rock dumping only. What I want them to do is I want them to build a little rock section here, because if we bring up the overlays, we can see we have some copper in the sea. That's unacceptable. I want to dig that copper out, which means I need to landfill in just this little area so we can get rid of the water, so we can then dig it back out to rescue that bit of copper, because every bit of copper matters. You know, copper lives matter, right? Or something like that. Can I just cut you guys back so you can't start doing this? That'd be really awesome. You're set to dirt. You should do the closest to the tower, which is dirt, which is right here. Thanks, mate. Okay. So we want to do that. Next thing we want to talk about is... I think I'm out of things to procrastinate with. No, I'm not. One next thing we need to talk about is oil. As we can see, oil is running flat out. But it has some downtime. It has some downtime when these are empty and the oil pipe is empty, and we have downtime right now. Which you'd think would be okay, except we're right on the borderline. We're sort of consuming diesel just about as fast as we're making diesel. So turning on the fuel saver, not such a bad idea. I could add more modules on. It's sort of why we're adding in a whole bunch of landfill out here. But my better option is we make sure that we have another oil rig. Because what actually happens is the boat's out collecting oil and then comes back, drops it off, and then we have just a little bit of time whilst it's waiting for the oil rig to fill up with more oil. So we're going to enable this one. I've already set the ship up to go deliver the cargo out there. We're just going to set that one. We're just going to run at level 1. It's going to be slow. It's going to be fine. It's just going to be a little bit of extra oil. So whilst it's waiting for one of them to fill up, it can then go to the other one. All right, that's everything, which now brings us on to household goods. Household goods requires the building, which we just built, plus it lets us make a new product. The new product is made in an assembly, and it is glass plus steel plus wood equals household goods. Okay, so we get some household goods. Also seems that wood belt is 24 plus 24 plus 12 plus 12 is more than what a 60 belt can do. Upgrade! Okay, So what I want to do is I want to set up some household goods. No, I want to set up some household goods which require steel and glass. So we're going to bring in a belt right about here. We're going to assume that's glass. That's going to be the glass belt. This one's going to be the steel belt. And this one, come on, is going to be the wood belt, because we happen to have wood right there. It's almost like this was planned. Also means that I'm pretty sure I can put an assembler there, and there, and there. That's the expensive assemblers. Let's not do those. Let's do the cheaper ones. They're cheaper on maintenance more than anything else. And you are going to make 8 apiece. We need 20. So I need at least 3 of these guys. So we're going to build 4 of them. That seems perfectly reasonable to me. We're going to bring in a belt off the glass and a belt off the steel. And then I want to copy from here to here. And then paste that there and paste that there. Alright, I need one more. Let's do that again. And paste that there. And look, let's plan ahead and put in an extra one. Okay, I don't need that bit of belt that's sticking out. I don't need that bit of belt that's sticking out. I do need a storage box, which is going to go right here where the trucks can access it. And then we just need a slow piece of belt. That slow belt. And plug into there. And into there. And nope. Into there. And there. And there. Okay, so we're going to make the bestest chairs in the world. They're made from glass, steel, and wood. They're super comfy, trust me. We're going to get 3 of those running. Which means I need 3 of those belts running, but I do need the backbone of belts running. So we'll just unity that real quick. Which then means I need to get steel and glass in. So steel, it's convenient. It's here. Like I said, it's sort of like I planned out some of this stuff. And that's going to go in there. As for glass, this belt is actually the glass belt. It's not hooked in yet, so we're going to need to do that. But we're going to bring in glass, and that's going to plug in down there. So we can quick deliver that as well. It does mean I need to bring glass over here, and I do want to in the future, not right at the moment. We're going to leave it for later Jetty to sort out. I do want to make sure that all these belts run at ground level, and we can get... we're going to call them excavators, but basically they're big trucks. Very, very big trucks in here to access different things. So in the future, we'll have to lower these 2 belts. Speaking of copper, I did move copper over a couple of tiles. I did upgrade this. We did do the acid. We are slowly digging copper. That's a something. And we've thrown a little bit of landfill down there, not a lot. And everything is hopefully running fine as long as the belt doesn't... we got 600 in storage. We're probably okay. All right. So that should give us, as soon as the glass shows up, that should give us some household goods. Then we're going to use 10, 20, 30 glass. On top of that, I'm actually going to unpause. Actually, we're going to build you, and you, and you. So you're going to do the liquid nitrogen, which is going to come over here and feed this guy. Can I pause you real quick? Feed these guys to make lab equipment 2 to then make lab equipment 3, because I want lab equipment 3 because I've decided we want to go steal 2 researchers. 2 researchers. I want to go into the research tree, and we want power generation, what's that, 4? Yeah. And we just saw it there. We've got a little bit of a brownout issue. At the same time, I want vacuum desalination. Yeah, we're also going to add in vehicle management, because if I get an extra 20 trucks, we're going to put 20 trucks to work. Which means I need to build a lab. Now, labs cost a whole lot of construction parts. That's probably okay. A whole lot of glass. That's probably okay. They also need the lab equipment 3, which means I need to have lab equipment 3. I don't have lab equipment 3. So what I need to do is to have truck export on, so the trucks can come and reach into this machine to grab the lab equipment to then build this. So how are we for construction parts? We've got some. I'm going to unpause you. I'm going to unpause you. I can't uni it because I don't have the parts available. Turn you on as well. I don't know if the trucks can actually reach that, but we're going to turn those on. Okay, as for power, we need to enable the next power plant. Pretty much what it means. So this power plant is 1 megawatt, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 megawatts with mechanical power. We get a return of 60% on that. So it means we have 3.6 megawatts worth of electrical power right here, with another potential 3.6 megawatts right here if this is running at full speed. As you can see, the max output is low currently because it's just spinning up to speed. But as we're over 3.6 megawatts at all times, it does mean that I need to have some of this part either on auto balance with more than enough power storage. We're going to call it power storage. Potential power stored in the shaft that as power runs down and it has to kick into action, it has enough time for the turbines to spin up to speed. I don't think the 2 flywheels is enough. I think I need a third, but we're going to leave it for a minute and we're going to see what happens. Okay, you guys have finished flattening out my knob. Excellent. I want you to move on to the next project, which is this project here. And this project is a special project. It is, I really want you guys to basically build a ramp. I want a ramp access through here. I want to make sure, can I find a truck, please? Show navigation. I want to make sure that trucks retain access and pathing through here. Because this is at level 2, and this is at level 6, and over here is at level 2. So, if I rebuilt a power plant, not here, if I didn't have any buildings along here, we could flatten this whole area, which is sort of the plan. I want to flatten the whole area. I really want to take everything down, but it means I need to retain a path. So we're going to build a little ramp here and a flat area so trucks can path. And then I'm going to send this excavator just to flatten the whole area just a little bit at a time. It'll take him a while. We're not in a big rush. He can get it done. All right, so do we have a lab? We have a part of a lab. You have 16 parts. I can quick deliver. So I can quick deliver. Normally quick deliver is just limited to what you have in warehouses. But let's actually turn on science. Unfortunately, the pictures just aren't identifiable enough that I can pick the item I want. They all look a little bit the same. But look, it's early access game. Okay, so what I can do is a quick deliver, which will actually take the items out of these buildings. We've got 24 in there, 19 in there. If I do that, we have 23 in there and 0 in there. Yeah, so we can quick deliver and get a lab running, which means I'm going to pause that belt and I'm going to unpause that belt. I'm going to start running the first machine. I'm going to unpause you. I'm going to get that one built as well. And that should get things up and running. Not enough workers. We can fix that by running you at half speed. I don't need you running at full speed. You need to be running at half speed because we only can pick up about 800 oil at once. And you have 600, which means oil should be... As soon as you finish unloading, you should go to the new one first. And then go to this one second. Side note, we do want to go off and explore some places. Could not store potatoes. Low pressure turbine needs what? Oh shit. One pipe. Yeah, one pipe. Okay. Well, we fixed the one pipe issue. Okay, yeah, we know. And mining designations outside tower. Yeah, we always have that error. It's because I use it for all sorts of things. Alright, so you're going to go off. You're going to go hopefully find more oil. Hopefully you get the more oil and you're back before these guys run dry. Also, speaking of more oil, there's one other thing I want to do, and that is come into the oil. I'm just getting a little oil pump, and I'm going to sneak it in here. Just a little sneaky pump. And storage, just a fluid storage one. You don't need a lot. This is hopefully on flat land. Yep, close enough. And we're going to uni build that. Because there's still 8,000 barrels right here. So I might as well mine it out. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to mine out the last of the oil. We're going to dump it in a tank. I definitely plugged that in, right? Yeah, I did. And we're going to... We already have this one, which is a very, very low priority import. we'll just bring the oil from there to there when the trucks can be bothered, and it'll run in as a backup, because it is a backup line. It prioritizes from the tanks first, and then this is the backup line from that little tank that'll just feed in whatever's left, and that's going to be the plan for that one. All right, so we have second lab running. Excellent. Which means I'm going to unpause your construction, and I do not have enough parts in the buildings ready to go, but we're going to unpause you rather, and we're going to pause you. I now need 21 workers, which means we're going to go back out to... Can I support 21 workers? I can! Excellent. We're going to go back out to the world map, and we're going to buy some slaves. Adopt some people willingly from there and there. And you let me buy materials. Buy people. Sorry. Materials. People. Same thing. You do not. You only sell ships. So yeah, I want to donate materials to this one as well, because I like having options for places where we can buy people from. Yes. I'm going to load up the ship again with more parts. And actually, one thing I want to do is I want to add to my list electronics 1 and 2. And why is electronics 1 so low? Okay, we're making 12, 24, 48, 60. And we're using 12, 24, 36 plus 12, 36. Okay, plus 24. Okay, so I need to upgrade one of you and 2 of you, and hopefully that negates that problem. Also means that you're bringing in 24 copper, 24 copper. That's a lot of copper, and I have already upgraded the belt. I have. As for rubber, it is 3, 6, 9, 15 rubber, and we're making... Probably not 15. 18! Oh, wow. Okay, no, we're fine on rubber. And is this box empty yet? No. But hopefully somebody empties it. Hopefully. Okay, you have 78 parts. You're about to get last 18 delivered, right? Yes. Okay, so we're going to send you off to go visit them. That way we can buy people from there as well. And then we should be good. You... I can't quick deliver yet because we have no science. Because these both have a giant stockpile they need to fill up. Oh, recyclables. 15, so that's 45 plus 12 and 12 and 12, which is 36, which is more than what the belt can move. We need to go up to the next layer of belt. Yeah, this is why I keep going through parts so quick. We're at the point where a lot of the belts have moved past that 60 items per minute stage, and we're up to higher amounts. I don't need that notification anymore. And actually, we're making parts, right? Yeah, we have some rocking chairs. We should probably do something about actually turning on the building. Yeah, we probably should. All right, uni build that. Not uni build that. 60 construction parts and 40 glass. 40 glass is fine. We just need to wait for the construction parts. Okay, whilst we wait for the construction parts, we'll talk about these guys. These guys are still digging. This is for not next episode, but potentially the episode after that. This is meant to be landfilled, and nobody's done anything about it. So let's go find the 2 towers that are in charge of dirt and just reschedule them really quickly to do this area. And where's the other one? It's the other tower beside it. This is advanced logistics, dudes. Advanced logistics. If you haven't seen the video on advanced logistics and why I have towers pointing at towers, I recommend you have a look at that video, because at the moment, like, these guys, when they dig rock, they take rock to this tower, which then landfills this section. Okay, if they dig rock and that tower's full, they bring it to this tower. This tower, which is landfilling this area. At least it should be that tower. Nope, I broke it. That tower. They bring it to that tower, which is landfilling this area, which is for more farming. If that tower is full and preoccupied and they can't, they then bring it to this tower, which is building a giant pier all the way out here for, you know, future projects. And if that fails, they then bring it to one of these towers, this tower on the right, which is then building out this pier. So they go to the closest first, and then the next, and then the next, and low supply of sand, which is really what I wanted. You're not being empty. Can I get a priority one? Actually, can we hit the delete button? Yeah. Well, that sort of works too. Can I get a priority one delete? Empty, please? Quick remove. Okay, so we made sand here. We made a lot of sand here. Like a lot of sand here. And I was always debating at the time about putting in a large storage. We now have enough parts that I can put in a large storage, so we're going to put in a large storage. So I just need this to go away, which with an alert. Notify me if empty. Great, then I can ignore it. You... I don't really care about... because we're not really mining sand anymore. We've left the sand pit for a later project, but I do care that we should have the construction parts now, right? 27, where are they all going? Oh, it's because we're building that lab, right? Yep. Alright, we're going to pause you for a moment, and we're going to throw uni at problems. Actually, how much is in here? 200. Okay, no, I probably need to throw uni at that problem, just to get them running a little bit faster. We also... We're out of glass. Why are we out of glass? Because we're making 48, and I put 24 into science, and then 30 into rocking chairs. Yeah, okay. Alright, we should have enough parts now that I can go build this, which will finally get that Unity bonus we spoke about at the start of the episode. I have a glass down. Oh, fuck's sake. Always one problem or another. Alright, let's just pause the glass belt. That's my answer. Just pause. It'll take seconds to fill up that box. Alright, we'll go over there and purposely stare at it and wait until I can click the button. 40, glass at 27, 35, and 38. Come on, 45. Done. We click the button. All right. Now, I've been told this is a very pretty building. In fact, a lot of the artwork devs have is outstanding. I love it. It fits the theme of the game entirely, except that's an idea store. Now, yeah, I got a story about idea stores. Okay, so bear with me. I live in Australia. In case you can't tell by the funny accent that I sometimes use, I'm an Australian. That's why I start the videos with "G'day, mate," because it's the most common Australian saying there is. But where I live, I don't have an idea store. Now, last year I actually rebuilt I built a professional studio. Okay, I built a professional studio detached from my house, so I didn't have kids and background noise and cats running through the house and all sorts of things, which was wonderful. But I had a lot of people suggest to me, like, when I wanted something, it'd be like, just go to your local idea store. You just go to an idea store, they've got those there, you just pick them up, they're cheap as chips. I'm like, the closest idea store from me is 5 hours away. It's not because Australia's a backwater country, it's just idea stores haven't been put anywhere except capital cities, because the population density is not high enough, because, let's face it, in theory, if you're buying decent furniture from an idea store, you don't go back too often. In theory, if they sold quality furniture. But we'll just leave that there. So, yeah, it's a 5-hour round trip to go to an idea store. And I don't live in a capital city, thank God. I couldn't stand living in a capital city. I have to visit them occasionally, and it's horrible every single time. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the capital cities. But it's an idea store. I don't have one. I don't have one anywhere near me. I do love the meaning behind the story and everything else. I do love it. I think it fits the theme of the game perfectly, but I don't have an idea store. But we're now getting 2.1 bonus uni from every single, well, all the housing. We're also full with 7 workers. Can I afford 240 glass? Almost. 130 parts? Yes. 70 steel? Yes. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to upgrade a housing to the next level. Now, before I click this button, I do want to add a quick note. So if we look at research very quickly, back here we researched housing 3. Okay, so it's going to be 230 people per housing block, up from 130. So there's extra 100 people per block. Okay. The other thing it does is also provides a monthly uni increase if the housing is provided with the required services. Housing can be either attached, blah, 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 blah. So, housing level 2 requires extra 10% power and extra 5% water. I now can't. Why can't I click the button? It's not pause. Are they trying to actually deliver this shit? The fact that 100 parts are missing, I'm going to go with yes. Well, that's unfortunate. I was going to click the button. I guess it's saving me Unity. Okay. Well, we're going to wait for the stuff to get delivered then. I like just Unity thing. That way it just disappears across the map quickly. It just saves everybody time, hassle, and effort. Also means the trucks have to do less, which is probably good, because I have a lot of trucks doing a lot of things. You have nowhere to dump. Why do you have nowhere to dump? Because, pause the game real quick, it means you have finished filling in soil right there. That's what it means. Okay, edit area from here to here. And that means the dirt one beside you. Edit area from here to here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Where were we? We were looking at this upgrading. Okay, so, yep, click the button, because it's going to take forever to upgrade no matter what. Which means you now need to drive all the way back and take that stuff back to where it goes, and I probably should... Okay, I know we have excavators having an issue. Unpause the glass belt. Can I quick build you by any chance? No. Oh, because you've been off. Okay. Limestone has no limestone to do limestone. Okay, so we're going to just set that to there. We'll turn on this layering real quick, and we will just harvest right across the back of the island, or the back of the deposit, into there, and into there. You just clear cut that. The fact that the limestone mixes with the iron, mixes with the rock later, we're going to leave for later Jetty to solve that one. Okay. Can I very quickly look at this? Can I look at your pathfinding? No, we're not quite there yet. How many trucks do you have? Oh, just one. That's the issue. And you are set up with advanced logistics. So where the hell is your truck? You're dumping slag. Okay, I don't know where you got slag from. Yeah, I don't know where you got slag from, but alright. Alright, over to the housing. Hey, we got bigger and better housing. Okay, bigger and better housing. Comes with a couple of catches. This had plus 10 and plus 5. This has plus 20 and plus 10. So it's a much more increase on your electricity and your water overall as a percentage by having the next layer of housing. On top of that, this has a 50% extra uni. Okay, so if you're going to get 1 uni from food, you get 1.5. Okay, this has a 100% bonus. So rather than getting 1 uni from food, you get 2 uni from food, or 1 uni from electricity, you get 2 uni. And blah 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 blah. So something to keep in mind that every single time we add one of these, the water is going to go up a lot. You're processing 100 pollution, and you max out at 160. Cool, and you need 120 water in. We're feeding you with 200 pipes, so you're okay so far. And we never did anything with the fertilizer. We're just leaving the fertilizer there. And oops, and you are using 21 chairs. And we make 24? Did I do 3 machines or did I do 4 machines? We're doing 3 machines. Okay, and can I... No. Do I have the construction parts? Can't be a construction part issue. It's still a... No, the glass is already done. It's a science issue. It's a science issue. Okay. I'm just going to unpause you. Unpause you. Unpause you. Yes. We're going to unpause you. We'll just let you build manually. I'm going to remove the boosts on these. Not because I just don't need it, I guess. We do need to do something about glass, which is something I'll probably do between episodes. I'll upgrade this finally. And what else do we need to do? I think that's about it. Like, we have... Okay, you empty. And I'm going to set you reasonably high because you output so little oil that I'm just going to have it moved across. We did get the other oil rig up and running. Yes, we've got this one up and running so we can buy people from there. We have an unknown location that we're going to go visit. We still cannot store all potatoes. Why not? Oh, you're not full. Oh. Who can't store all things? You can't store all veggies and potatoes. You can't store all veggies. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You can't store... No, you're emptying your veggies now. Okay. It turns out we have a belt throughput problem. So we're going to upgrade you with an upgrade to you. Just click both those. We're going to do that belt and that belt. So we're producing plenty of food. We just can't get it to move fast enough. I can't do that one. Where are construction parts? 26. I'm out of rubber? I'm out of rubber. Ooh. Because we're right on the border for rubber. Yeah, we'll just boost you temporarily. Which probably means this box is empty, finally. Nope. Pause. Alright, we're going to have to do something about rubber. And I think... So rubber has two inputs. It has this pipe of naphtha, plus it has sulfur. So if I move the pipe of naphtha and I bring it along here to about here somewhere, we actually make sulfur right here as part of the exhaust filtration. Now we're making 12-ish. 12-ish. This one runs at half speed and it's only running if the smelter's running, and the smelter's not running all the time. Hopefully. Hopefully. So I'm actually thinking we might bring rubber to like right here somewhere. We need to get access to this still. So I can't get too close, but we might put rubber right here. Bring the pipe along. And then literally just have this sulfur come in with some sort of backup feed. We could add in a second sulfur. That's not an issue. So that might happen between episodes because it's not really that interesting. What is interesting is that belt getting upgraded. Yes. So that means you've got veggies flowing. Great. You have veggies flowing. Great. You have nothing flowing out yet. You also have veggies. Oh, you must... Oh, no. This is this veggie belt. Okay. So, yeah, we're trying to put a lot of food on the belt. And... You're filling slowly. You're full. Okay, so that fixed the potato problem. We found some servers, some electronics, and some microchips. Hooray! And we found... That was the settlement. We've already been there. You have a battle score of 400, but we don't have the fuel to get there because we could probably take you out from memory. What is our battle score? 210. Okay, 400 is probably a little bit over the top. Probably can't do that just yet. But I think we're done. I think we're done. We've sped up food a little bit. Obviously not enough. Yeah, obviously not enough. We'll just throw two more upgrades at problem. Upgrade those two belts. Unpause rubber. Otherwise, we're going to end up with some trouble. Which should have emptied that box. Yes. Yes, that box is emptied. Great. I can remove you. Yeah. I think that's what we're... Oh. That's a... Oh, no, that is a 200 belt. That's a 200 belt. Yeah, so we just have problems with glass. Glass to get household goods, to take household goods across the map, but we'll get there in the end. That is waiting on 20 of those. And there's like 5 in stock. So that's about to get built, which means we should be fine. I can unpause that because it's not going to go anywhere anyway. And yes, I'm going to end this episode here. I think we're on our way towards our next couple of projects. Next couple of projects are Filling in some gaps with some farms. You're done, and you are in charge of that, which I can move fairly easily. We've almost dug out that. So yeah, our next couple of projects are... I sort of need this filled. Our next couple of projects are going to be either food or more power. One of the two. Probably power's more important or very important. Can I please click a truck? Yeah, so we've cleared out that section. Food is probably fairly important. No, power is probably more important than food, honestly. Because I don't want to max out our power plants and end up in some sort of death spiral. That sounds like a bad idea. So we'll probably try and get power done next. Also means that I can now set you to just clear cut everything between... actually, I only need the ramp in that one spot. So we're just going to clear cut that. We should get some coal, which would be great. Also means the coal guys can edge even closer to this now that there's an alternate path. Yeah, we're probably going to have to take coal down a level because I don't want to have the power plant fall into the coal mine, which is one of the other reasons we need to look at rebuilding power. But I'm going to call it here. Oil, diesel seems to be fixed. We're making some extra uni. We may send the ship out to go explore more places, say hi to more people. I need to upgrade glass. I'll do that between episodes. Not enough maintenance is down to... Not enough electronics because I had the rubber belt paused for too long. I'm going to assume it's that. But we'll throw, you know, an extra upgrade on there just to make sure, which is now all the rubber. I'm going to move the rubber as well. All right, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode with power or food. One of the two. Well, it depends on how the landfill's going. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.